Welcome back to Got Fuels Model Car Garage. Let's have a airbrush booth discussion. Y'all know I use one of these very inexpensive hobby spray booths, made in China, and it's been a good one. No real complaints, and just until very recently. Y'all know I use a lot of chemical-based paints, lacquers, enamels, things of that nature. And on my 32 Ford 5-window build, I was cleaning out my airbrush with lacquer thinner, and I always put a little bit of lacquer thinner in the paint cup, swish it around, move it around with a paintbrush, dump it out, put a little bit more in there, spray some through, dump that out, and then probably do it one more time, dump that out, then take the airbrush apart. And as I was spraying some lacquer thinner, I heard a I said, oh, that didn't sound good. So I stopped right there. I took my airbrush apart and cleaned it out. And as I always do, after I finish a build, I replace my paper and I replace my filter. When I was building the CUDA, I painted it one day. A couple days later, I come back and clear coated it. Well, the morning after I painted my CUDA, I noticed I blew my nose in the shower and I had candy green paint come out with it. And normally, and I especially see it when I'm spraying my clear coat, because that's about the only thing I truly spray wide open. I would see a cloud come up over the airbrush booth and go back in. I would see that overspray rotate around. Well, when I done the CUDA and I clear coated it, I noticed I wasn't getting that rotation movement. So I done a deeper clean. I modified this so I can easily pull it out. I took out, there's 4 screws down at the bottom. I'll get this out of the way. There's 4 Phillips head screws at the bottom, 4 up at the top. This little wire screen comes out. Then there's 4 fans. In front of the fan, a little plastic that piece of flimsy black plastic comes out of it. 4 Phillips head screws in the back. Fan pops out, and it was pretty heavily coated with overspray paint. Took a toothbrush, brushed everything right off. Things like that. That paint will add weight to the fan, so it'll slow down your RPM. It'll change the pitch of the air so you don't get the airflow. So I figured, okay, I'm pretty sure I figured it out. That should solve my problem. Well, I was painting the Tamiya GT4 and noticed that my room was filling up. When I went to clear coat it, I could still see, the fumes was just coming back in the room and staying in the room. And me with asthma, my wife with COPD and emphysema, that's not good. I did have plans on building one. I had it pictured in my head. If you can dream it, build it. I had it dreamt. I had a Dayton style blower picked out on Amazon. But the way work is now, it is going to be probably December or January before it's slow enough for me to actually have time to do a project like that. Between working 12 to 14 hours a day, trying to cut the grass, getting in here a little bit, this stuff is out. When I come home from work and try to build something, time I get the wood out, the tools out, it's time to put it away. Put the tools away. So with that being said, with the magic of video editing, let's show you. And that's what I got. Now, this is You can't pick it up here. Pace Peacekeeper, 24-inch Super Mini. Now, I did not order this one. This is the one with the light, which is all fine and dandy. But I checked the paperwork and I checked my email. And I ordered the 24-inch Mini Plus. And I did that for a reason. I didn't want the height, because it blocks a lot of my paint shelf I built over there. They're the same length, and it just wouldn't be so bulky looking. But I'm here to tell you, this thing right here, I'm going to turn it on for you. Oh, wrong switch. That thing is going to move some air. I don't think I'll have any more problems with having any kind of overspray in my room. I don't know what to do. The price difference on those two paint booths are $100, and I paid $275 for the, what's it, the Mini? 24-inch Super Mini. No, that's what I have. That's what they gave me. I purchased the 24-inch Mini Plus Peacekeeper, and that's $275, and normally $320, and that price includes shipping and handling. And the one they sent me is the Super Mini, the 24-inch Super Mini, for $375. So I don't know if I'm inclined to keep it. I'm kind of an honest person. You do me wrong, I let you know. You do me right, I let you know. So I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should call them and make the correction, just go ahead and pay the difference, or just let it ride. I did like the other one because the filter isn't so low. Yeah, let me get the model. So my thought here is, yeah, it's below the filter, but the other one come up straighter. So, you know, you got to be careful. Whatever I'll be painting, it's going to have to be out here. Where with the other one, I'd be able to go in further and spin and not worry about hitting the filter. This, I'm going to have to keep what I'm working on out here, which is not really an issue. But what I see happening is I'm not getting full use of the filter, because the other one, the filter is more upright, and this one is more slanted. And I was going to try to figure out a way to use this media. I've got a lot of this media. I bought a big roll of it, and I was going to make some clamps out of just some oh doggone it, clothes hanger, and try to see if it would work as a pre-filter, if I would still have enough suction to get my fumes out. You know, I was going to test it both ways, but this, you know, if I wind up having this hanging here, it's going to give me even less room, and plus a lot of my paint can go right through there. You know, so I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Should I call them and tell them I made a goof? Should I just keep my mouth closed and enjoy what I have? So that's a little airbrush booth talk. You know, we got to be safe. Number one is safety, and that with my asthma and my wife's health conditions, that other type of airbrush booth was no longer an option. And then when I heard the spark, it's definitely no more a no-go. It has to, that booth had to be eliminated. So y'all tell me what you think I should do. I'm a little confused on if I should call them or just be happy. That's a little airbrush booth talk. Thank y'all for watching. Got Fuels Motor Car Garage.